Hello guys, today we will study properties of normalization. Let's see what is it. In 1NF, 2NF and 3NF, we decompose relation to minimize the redundancy on the basis of functional dependency. In 1NF, 2NF and 3NF, we try to decompose the table so we can reduce the redundancy. But we apply the functional dependencies on that. Sometimes fully functional dependency, sometimes transitive functional dependency, or sometimes we try to remove the multi-valued composite attributes. These are basically the points comes under the 1NF, 2NF and 3NF. But what the point says that but alone these are not the sufficient parameters for good relational schema. It says but the functional dependency or some other parameters are not sufficient to make the good relational schema. So that means we have to think some other parameters as well to ensure the good relational design. So for making the good design, two additional properties also must hold on decomposition of relation. So it says same thing that we have to think additional points. So on that additional properties, we can say that the decomposition is successful. Okay, so let's see what are these points. Lossless joint properties. The second point is dependency preservation properties. Again, lossless joint properties, and the second is dependency preservation properties. Let's see what are these. In lossless joint properties, it ensures that no data will be lost after decomposition. When we decompose the relation, it may be that some data might be lost, but if we apply or ensure the lossless joint property on the decomposed relation, so it will say that no data will be lost there. Okay, so that is the main thing. No data will be lost at the point of decomposition. If the data will be lost, so what is the point of making the normalization? So guys, that means we can recover the original relation from the decomposed relation. It means ki if we can recover the original relation from the decomposed relation. Let's see the example. If we have a relation R and we have decomposed on the basis of functional dependency and applied the lossless joint properties as well. So let's see, R is divided into R1, R2, R3 up to Rn. Okay, but if we apply this property, that means no data should be lost. So we recover this original table from these all decomposed relation. Okay guys, so it may be up to Rn. Please write up to Rn. Okay, so we will get the original data. See, lossless joint comes from the natural joint concept. We join this all relation with the natural join. Okay, so no data will be lost. If we apply the natural join between all these relation, decomposed relation, we should get the original relation. R1 natural join to R2, then natural join to R3 up to Rn, then we will get the original relation. So it contains equal or less number of tuple without losing the data. When we get the original relation, so it should contain the equal or less number of tuples. Less number of tuples means that we try to remove the redundant data. So maybe the redundant data, if redundant data is removed, that means less number of tuples will be there. Okay, but some book says that there should be equal number of tuples. So we will see later in the examples. But if we get the more tuples, then it means it is a loosey join. If we get the extraneous tuples or extra tuples that which is not required, so that will be called as a loosey join. Okay, if we want to go for the lossless join, then no data should be lost and no extra data will be come there. But if extra data comes here, that we will say it is a loosey join. That means if joining the R1 and R2 by natural join, it is a superset of R. Superset of R means we have the extra tuples in that relations. Okay guys. After that, see, lossless join is a compulsory in normalization. When we try to decompose the relation, then this property should be there. It is a compulsory property. We cannot neglect this property at the time of decomposition. So we have to, at the time of decomposition, we have to check this property here. Okay, we will take the natural join, and after taking the natural join, we should get the original relation out there. Then we talk about the dependency preservation property. In this, it ensures functional dependencies keep alive after decomposition. When we try to decompose the relation on the basis of functional dependency, we know that we try to apply functional dependency normalization in 1NF, 2NF and 3NF. So that time the functional dependency should be there, at least keep alive after decomposition. Okay guys, that is, but it is not mandatory condition, but it is not mandatory that you always try to apply dependency preservation properties, but this is the mandatory condition. So what exactly dependency preservation property says, if we have a relation with the functional dependency f, and if we decompose this relation in R1 and R2, then this R1 will have some functional dependency that is known as F1 and this is known as F2. When we take the union of F1 and F2, take the union of F1 and N2 with the closure, then it should give all the functional dependency of F1 closure. Okay, so all closure, all functional dependency should be there. Okay guys, so then we will say that yes, it has preserved the dependency preservation properties. So this is all about the properties of normalization. In the next session we will take some examples. On that example we will check either these properties is there or not, then we will see some condition. On that basis how we can ensure that lossless joint properties is there or not. Okay guys, so please wait for the next session, and if my videos are helping you, so please guys subscribe the channel, please like and share this video, and please do follow the playlist of these videos. Thank you.